Quiet.
and ask you for a date.
Lou, I've got some great news for you. What is it? Butchigaloop is installing a television set in our room. On approval.
Oh, goody. And now I can watch all my quiz programs.
Oh, you like quiz?
Oh, I love quiz programs, Abbott. I want to tell you something about my brother, because this is very important. That's why I'm glad we got the television set in there.
Your brother Pat?
My brother Pat, for 52 weeks, he's always sitting alongside of his television set there, and he's always watching the quiz show because he knows he's going to win. He's waiting for the quiz show to call him up on the telephone and tell him he won.
And nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Can you imagine that?
He knew all the answers, too.
He did, and knew all the answers.
But next week, he's going to have a better chance to win.
Why?
He's getting a telephone. I think we ought to thank Mr. Butchigaloop for bringing over his television set.
Yes. Thanks, Mr. Butchigaloop, but we have guests here. They're waiting to see television.
Hey, Mr. Butchigaloop. Is that thing dangerous?
What thing?
This over here.
Stop touching. Oy. Come on over here and sit down.
Answer your question now?
Yeah, that answers
very
all
much.
questions. Come here, sit down. There we are. All right. Well, as soon as Butchigaloop finishes fixing up the set, why, we'll see some great TVs.
What program are we going to watch?
My favorite giveaway program, Hold That Cuckoo.
Well, I hope it isn't one of those programs that say, send in the box top, mail in your box top, bring in your box top.
I wonder what's going to happen if they keep talking about the box tops.
We'll all blow our tops.
We'll go.
All right, the folks. The telefusion, she's ready now. We got a looker under him now.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going to continue on with our show, Hold That Cuckoo. And now to our next contestant. Well, there's Miss Kathleen O'Malley.
Yes?
And Mr. James Alexander.
That's right.
How are you? And welcome to our show. It's nice to have you here. How long have you two known each other? Oh, about a year.
Yes, and we're engaged.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Can you still get batteries with those? As a matter of fact, since you're both engaged, I'm sure that you've had plenty of practice with this particular type of a stunt. So, Kathleen, if you'd step back here. And, Jimmy, now here's the idea of this stunt. You must pick up one of these balloons, hand it to your boyfriend, and he must place it in this box before we hear the cuckoo.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Oh, I almost forgot. You see, you can't use your hands in this contest. You've got to pick up the balloon with your teeth, and then your boyfriend, in turn, must take it from you with his teeth and then place it in this box before we hear the cuckoo. And we're all set to hold that cuckoo. That's good. All right, get it. Oh, Jim. Come on. Let's hurry up. Let's beat the cuckoo. That's a good, there's a good one. All right. Oh, I'm sorry you failed to hold that cuckoo, but we do have a consolation prize for you, so if you'll just step over to our cashier, why, she'll take care of you. And better luck next time. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Kathleen.
Bye.
Well, that about winds it up for today, folks. We sincerely hope you enjoyed our show. And remember that Hold That Cuckoo is designed and produced entirely for your enjoyment. And incidentally, did you have a lot of fun today? No, you. Yes, you. Well, come a little closer. Come a little closer. No, a little closer. Come here. Now, if you enjoyed our show, you saw a lot of very wonderful stunts on this program today. Weren't they simple? Don't you think you could do those stunts? Don't you think you could do them better? Would you like to come on this program? Well, why don't you? And bring some of your friends down.
Hey, you folks want to go?
Sure, you may win a prize, and I'll split it with you. Say yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye now.
Oh, Bingo. Hello, how are you? You've been a good little baby, Bingo. Now, you sit up here. Turn around. Oh, you have a note for me. Who is the note from? It's a note from Louis, Bingo.
Dear Hillary, may I call you Miss Brooks? Thanks. And I want to thank you so much for babysitting with my little pal Bingo. He usually takes a nap each morning between 11 and 12. Personally, I think that's too many in one bed. Don't you? If Bingo should get naughty...
Very respectfully, I'm yours truly, Louis. I wonder what that means, Bingo. Do you know?
Oh! What'd you do?
Buddy!
What happened?
My arm is cut out! How do you do, lady? How do you do? My arm is cut out! Get it out! Oh, boy, he got it!
You're a naughty bingo.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your favorite quiz program, Hold That Cuckoo. And now to get things underway today, let's see who we have in our audience as contestants. Well, you're a lovely-looking young lady. My name is Bob Hopkins. Who are you?
Margaret Clem,
Oh, well, very nice indeed to meet you. Where are you from?
L.A.
Oh, Los Angeles?
No, Lake Arrowhead.
Would you mind changing with me, please? Thank you very much. Well, you're a lovely-looking young lady. What is your name?
Jean Goodman,
Uh-huh. Where are you from, Jean?
L.A.
Oh, Lake Arrowhead?
No, Louisiana.
Mind changing with me, please? Well, you're a lovely-looking young... who are you two fellas?
I'm Abbott.
I'm Costello.
Oh, I see. Where are you from?
L.A.
Oh, Los Angeles?
Patterson, New Jersey.
Would you, the girls, step down here with me, please? Wait a minute. You're not a girl.
I play with dolls.
Now, you all understand the game. You know, this stunt is based on 3 well-known names. Now, you must answer them correctly before we hear the sound of the cuckoo. Now, in this particular group, we have 3 names, and I'll give you the first 2. Now, here they are. Tom, Dick,
Riley!
Please. Why don't you go out in the traffic and play a little bit, huh? Now, I'll give you the question again, and this time, no coaxing from the audience. Tom, Dick, and...
Harry.
That's absolutely correct. And now, question number 2. What well-known name is in this saying, for the love of...
Cecil!
Please, you poor little man. I'll give it to you again. What well-known name is in this saying, for the love of...
Mike.
Correct. All right. You're right, it's Mike. And now, the third name. Now, think carefully, because this is very, very difficult this time. Everything is...
Hunky-dory!
Hunky-dory. Hunky-dory is not a man's name.
I know a hunky in Patterson, New Jersey.
And I'll give it to you again. Everything is...
Rosie.
Rosie is correct, and you have held that cuckoo, which entitles you now for a second chance to hold that cuckoo for our big prize. Now, we have a wonderful little stunt here. Becky, now we're going to have to dress you young ladies for this particular stunt. Now, I want you to slip this little hat on.
I got it!
Huh?
Becky!
No, I never forget a fella's face, but in his case, I'll make an exception. Now, this scene takes place in a little apartment. You're in your apartment, and the apartment's on fire, you see? And we have these balloons. Each balloon represents the flame. See? Now, you slip your shoes off. Now, you've got to put the fire out. Now, you do that by stomping out and putting out each balloon. You've got to put all the fire out before we can hear the cuckoo. Barefooted, yes, before we can hear the cuckoo. In the meantime, you're the fireman. Now, she yells fire. When you hear her yell fire, you come running in with the fire extinguisher, and you put the fire out. All right? Oh, I almost forgot. You've got to do this blindfolded. Here, I'll hold the fire extinguisher. Both of you put the blindfolds on. All right, now we're all set to hold that cuckoo. Here's the fire extinguisher, and you're in your apartment, and it's blazing away. All right, let's put the fire out. Here we go.
Fire!
Fire! Fire!
I'll
Fire!
save you! Fire! I'll save you!
Fire!
I'll save you! I'll save you! Fire! I'll save you!
Oh, I'm sorry. You failed to hold that cuckoo. You missed our big prize, but we do have a consolation prize for you, and we'll get you all cleaned up, so if you'll just step over to our cashier's desk, she'll take care of you. Thank you very much, and better luck next time. And now to our next contestant.
Hey, he's perspiring. Look at him.
All right.
Now we get a chance, huh?
Yes, you do, yes. Mr. Abbott, Mr. Costello, now your first stunt is famous things in music. Now, you ready to hold that cuckoo?
Sure.
You get good prize, don't you?
Oh, yes, we have some wonderful prizes. All right, here's the first question. What is the scale?
285 in the defense plan.
No. Musical scale.
Oh, 285 in the defense plan.
All right. That's close enough. I'll give you that. Thanks. Now, the orchestra's going to play a short musical selection. I want you to give me the first word of the title. All right, Professor? I is correct. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. Very smart. All right, now the orchestra will play one more tune. I want you to give me the title. From what opera is that?
What kind of stuff is this? From Dr.
Well, you should know.
Bachigaloop's wife sang. Something like that. Bachigaloop's wife. What was it when she was...
Bachigaloop's?
I'm sorry, your time is up. You failed to hold that cuckoo. Well, we have some other stunts for you, so, and since you fellas...
Do you mind if I dry up my face a little bit?
Oh, not at all. I wish you'd have dried up earlier in the program.
He's a smart cookie, this guy.
Go on, dry up.
Now, we have a little stunt right here for you, Mr.
For
Abbott.
me now?
Yes, this is very
now
simple.
comes my turn, huh?
Yes, I'm sure you'll enjoy this very much. Would you like to open your jacket up this
Sure.
moment? Now, we placed the funnel in here. Now, the idea of this little stunt is to place this coin on your forehead. You see? Now, let's place it up in there like that.
Now, what do I do?
Now, when I count to 3, I want you to drop the coin into the funnel, and you must accomplish this before we hear the cuckoo. All right? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Oh, no.
Hey, that Becky's a nice girl.
Oh, that's a nice girl, yes.
Well, come on, more questions.
How about him?
Oh, well, that's the second half of the stunt. Now, you
Wait a
missed-
minute,
you
you did
missed,
something without me?
yes, you missed the first part of the stunt, you see.
I guessed it, too.
Did he guess it?
Very good.
Well, come on.
Now it's up to you.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Oh, absolutely. Wish you would.
All right. Now, here. Hold this in your hand.
Yeah.
Over there. Now, hold your head back. That's the idea. Now, I'm putting this coin on your forehead, like that. Hold your head back. Now, don't drop it off there.
Did you do it?
Oh, sure. Now, you see this funnel?
Yeah.
You put this in your pants, see?
Do I see the funnel? I'm looking up here. Let me see the funnel.
There it is.
Now I see the funnel. Do I see the Do I see the funnel? He's holding it up. Hold on. My head is up here.
Put the coin up there. The idea is, when I count 3, to have that coin in the funnel. You think you can do it?
You mean go?
Now, wait a minute. That's right.
Go ahead.
When I count 3.
Go ahead.
Now, hold it.
Go ahead.
1.
Go ahead.
2.
Come on. Get the tree. I'm getting hot.
2 and a half.
Come on, I'm getting hot. Get the tree.
He's got a wooden leg.
Hurry up before the cuckoo goes.
Now, he's got sponge underwear on. 3.
That's all?
That's all.
Oh, how do you like that? I missed it.
Hey, how did you do that?
Mr. Costello, you did it. After all these weeks, you finally accomplished...
What do you think I went off there for? I got brains I ain't used
Yes,
yet.
yes, and you held that cuckoo.
Brains I ain't used
Well,
yet.
don't let him go to your head.
And you got...
What does he win?
Well, he wins the great big prize. Yes, he does.
comes the big
For all
prize.
these weeks, you had the large economy package of bubble gum.
Package of bubble gum. For what I went through, I get a package of bubble gum?
Yes, you won it. Yes, and here, I want to give it to you. Right there you are.
I get this bubble gum for all I went... Why?
You know, it's a shame the way they bounce us around on that quiz program on television.
I don't think so.
And all we've got the chauffeur is bubble gum.
I won the bubble gum.
That's because you're ignorant.
Give me 3 reasons. What makes you think I'm ignorant?
3 reasons you want?
Yeah, give me 3 reasons why I'm ignorant.
Quiet. Number 1.
Yeah?
You're a dope.
Never mind. Forget the other 2.
I want you to answer me. Just say something. Something that makes sense tonight. How can you answer me? You've always got your mouth full of bubble gum.
I like it.
Take it out. Spit
No.
Spit it out.
No.
Take it out.
No.
Take it out. Don't tell me no when I say yes.
My leg.
Hey, get a doctor. Get a doctor.
Never mind the doctor. Get me a lawyer. I'm
Get him a
bleeding.
lawyer. Hurry up. Somebody get him a lawyer this time. He's bleeding. He's bleeding. He's bleeding. What's that?
90 proof blood.
Come on, stand back, everybody. What happened here? What is this? What happened? Come on. Now, wait a minute, this man's
I was
slipped on
walking
it.
down the street here and I slipped on some rubbish. And I fell and broke my leg. Now I demand you to arrest this man that owns the apartment house because I'm going to sue.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I know the man that runs this rooming house, and he's a very fine man.
Just a minute, Mike. I know you live in this rooming house, but the law's the law. There'll be no favoritism. I'll just stand here and see how you handle this case.
All right, Sergeant. Boys, would you go and get Mr. Fields for me?
Be delighted. Was you hurt?
Yeah, I broke my leg.
Too bad.
I'm going to sue.
Now, wait, now. Well, Mr. Fields, this man claims that he slipped and fell on the sidewalk due to your negligence in leaving rubbish on the sidewalk.
That's right. I'm going to sue you for $10,000.
I'm the guy that put the bubble gum on the ground.
Yeah,
I don't care who did what. I demand you arrest this man.
Well, that does it. I'm sorry, Mr. Fields, but you're under arrest.
Now, wait a minute, Mike. Wait a minute. You mean you're going to put Mr. Fields in jail?
Well, I've got to.
You mean behind the bars in the cell? Do you mind if I give him a magazine so he could read?
Well,
Mr. Fields, he's going to jail.
A magazine for me to read in jail?
Yeah.
Outdoor life.
Look, please, will you listen to me? How many times do I have to go over this thing with you? There's only a few little words that you have to think of. Now, look, Hillary Brooks has 2 girlfriends coming up here as witnesses. Incidentally, have you seen Mr. Fields?
Oh, no. Mr. Fields, he's going to be his own lawyer.
His own?
Yeah, he's going to represent himself.
Himself?
Yeah, he went to law school for 11 years.
Law school for 11 years?
He was a janitor.
Look, please, just listen to me again. I'll repeat it so this is all you have to say.
Well, hard to remember.
Oh, what's so hard about it?
There's words, ain't there?
Look, when you call on, all you have to say is that I was standing on the steps of the rooming house. Isn't that simple enough? When you saw that man stagger and bump into me, the plaintiff.
Yeah. I was standing on the bottom of the steps when I saw that man stagger and bump into me. He was plain stiff.
He was plain... No, not plain stiff.
You said plain stiff.
Look, will you please, it's just a few little words.
Hello, cutie. What do you know?
Well, I was standing on the bottom of the steps when I saw that man.
Please.
Louis, these girls are going to be the witnesses, and they're all set. Now, do you boys know what to do?
Oh, sure. I was standing on the bottom of the steps when I saw that man.
I'll tell you when.
Oh, my.
I'm a lawyer.
Order in the court.
I was standing on the corner. I was standing on the... Order!
Justice of the peace. Court of Townsend County is now in order. We're ready to hear the evidence. This is the case of John Rednose versus Sidney Fields. Bring in the prisoner. Mr. Fields, you are accused of negligence in not properly removing trash from your property. How do you plead? Just don't stand there. Say something. Somebody say something!
I was standing on the bottom of the steps when I saw that...
Too soon. Are you represented by counsel?
Mr. Fields will defend his own case.
Okay. Were you present when this accident occurred?
No, but Costello and I were.
I was standing on the bottom of the steps.
Proceed.
Proceed.
Quiet, young man. Proceed, Mr.
I should like to call some witnesses. I spent 3 weeks in preparing this case, Your Honor. 3 whole weeks. Mr. Bud Abbott, would you mind taking the stand, please?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thanks.
Hey, Abbott. Hiya, boys.
Quiet.
Hiya.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you?
I do.
State your name. That's not the case.
I was standing on the bottom of the steps.
Young man, you must learn the law. Here, put your little nose right against this law book. That'll teach you to respect that, buddy. Put it down! I don't know. Oh, this is driving me mad. Oh, what a relief. Thank you, young man. Let's get going, Mr. Fields.
Mr. Abbott, sir, will you tell the court exactly what happened?
Well, you see, I was standing on the steps of my rooming house.
Wait a minute, Abbott. You're stealing my lines. Order. I'll have a plain seltzer.
Your Honor, I appeal.
I'll peel your bald head. And young man, I appeal to you.
You don't appeal to me.
Proceed, Mr. Fields.
Mr. Abbott, will you please tell the court, did you see the plaintiff here as he came down the street?
Yes, and he was walking very unsteady.
Hiya!
I object, Your Honor.
Sit down.
Quiet, Mr. Red-Nose. You'll have your chance later. Continue, Mr. Fields.
Mr. Abbott, your implication definitely and conclusively signifies that this plaintiff was inebriated. Now, sir, do you have any relevant, pertinent, or corroborative...
Just a minute, Mr. Fields. What are you trying to do? Confuse the court? I want you to use words like if, and but.
If and but. I'm not trying to...
Some bubble gum?
Oh, will you shut up?
Chew your bubble gum and keep quiet.
Continue, Mr.
All right.
Fields.
Now, Mr. Abbott, is there anyone else who is now present in this courtroom who saw exactly what took place?
Yes. Those 3 girls were eyewitnesses. How did that you thingy get in here?
Your Honor, Mr. Bud Abbott was testifying.
We've heard enough from you, Mr. Abbott. Let's hear what Mr. Costello has to say.
Lou Costello.
Now? Now's your chance.
Now I'm going to talk?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Costello, please.
I tell him what you...
That's it.
Well,
Go ahead.
I told him about the...
What I told you.
Mr. Costello.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to tell him now. You see, I was standing on,
Yes?
Steps. No.
Yes.
I was standing on the bottom of the steps.
Yes.
When, hello, that man shot that girl over there.
No.
I mean, that girl shot him over there.
No.
Who shot him? Somebody was shot.
Just a minute. Nobody in this courtroom was shot.
He's loaded.
Mr. Fields, will you please carry on with this case?
All right, we'll straighten it out very simply. Mr. Bud Abbott, sir.
Yes.
You claim that you and these 3 ladies saw this man, this plaintiff, staggering down the street, and he bumped into Mr. Lou Costello. Is that right?
I'm positive.
You're positive?
He's positive, positive, positive.
You're positive?
I'm positive.
He's positive, positive, positive.
He's positive. He's positive. He's positive, positive, positive.
He's positive, he's positive, he's positive, positive, positive.
He's positive. He's positive. He's positive, positive, positive.
Will you please go on with the case?
Why, of course, Your Honor. Miss Rabble, will you please reenact this accident for the judge?
With pleasure.
Why, here.
Mr. Costello, please come down here. Now, right away here. Now, Mr. Costello was standing about like that, minding his own business, mind you, when this rubber-nosed puss over here came along and pushed him like that.
I object, Your Honor. That's not the way it was done. Order! He pushed me like that.
You're all wrong. Nobody pushed him at all. They choked him like that.
Officer! Do you realize what you're doing? Ma, how dare you? How dare you mistreat this poor little man?
I was not choked, Your Honor.
Would you care to show me just how the accident occurred, Mr. Costello?
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, pushed me like this.
I should have let that judge sentence you as he wanted to.
Is that so? Well, I got news for you, Bud Abbott.
Yeah.
I want to tell you. You tell me what to do. Hillary Brooke tells me what to do. City Fields tells me what to do. Mike the cop is trying to do. He's trying to run me in, and the judge don't like my face. And everybody's making me mad. And I want to tell you something else. Hillary was supposed to bring in the witness. She was supposed to say that the guy was coming down and went like this and fell. Hillary Brooke is the one that got everybody all mixed up.
Don't blame it on Hillary.
I'll blame it on Hillary.
Well, don't do it.
And if I ever see Hillary, I'll tell her right to her face. I'll say, Hillary, if I ever